Hello and welcome to the birthday gift. This is the daily guidance for today, Friday, November 15th. Okay, so let's see what the message is for today, guys. I am working on the last half of November readings. They may not be up until, well, we'll see. All right, so please give me a message for today. Awakening. Okay, that's great. People are looking at things from a different perspective, okay? Right now, you might feel like things are not happening because during an awakening, it's like a shock for many. Some people don't know how to deal with it. Some people don't even know it's an awakening. Some people will think that it's just a whole bunch of bad things happening to them at the same time. But they don't realize that whenever a lot of things are happening to you all at the same time, and it feels like nothing is going right, it's a reflection of self, number one, but you're supposed to be looking at the details and trying to see how to navigate out of it, because there's a way out. There's a way out, okay? It's kind of like throwing you in the lion's den. Now figure out how to get out. Don't sit there and cry about it. So a lot of people are going through an awakening, and they might call it like a crisis. And, some people with that mentality become victims. Things are happening to me. You have to look at it as things are happening for you. It's happening for you. Trying to show you how to use your power, how to get out of things. When things feel like it's going wrong, listen, you're supposed to awaken that thing inside of you, that drive inside of you that says, oh no, this ain't gonna hold me down. This is not gonna hold me down. I'm gonna keep going. Okay, so during awakening, it might feel like things are not like moving forward, and they probably aren't. It's like things may be at a standstill or not not working out. But it's supposed to give you a different perspective. Look how she's upside down, like the Empress. Not the Empress, but the Hangman. Why did I say the Empress? Maybe I'll know later. Okay, but yeah, it's like she's not right side up. She's upside down. Different perspective. The awakening kind of throws you in the pool, even though you don't know how to swim. Now make your way out. Okay. So you're going through an experience. A lot of people are. That's trying to wake you up, shake you up. Okay? If you've been doing something for years and years and it hasn't been working, hello, change your method. Awakenings do that. They make you kind of change the way you've been doing things. A lot of people, you do the same thing over and over. This relationship didn't work. You go into the next relationship, you're doing the same thing. How you do that? And then, you complain. You start a job, it doesn't work out. You go to a new job, same thing replaying itself. You got to understand when lessons come in. Lessons come in through people, through your interactions with people. A lot of y'all, you got to know how you got to know when it comes to relationships. And I'm going to talk about that because a lot of us are here because our awakenings start with relationships with people. It don't have to be romantic, but most of the time it is romantic. But relationships are what causes someone to start looking for spiritual advice, right? So when it comes to romantic relationships, you all should be able to kind of see when you're about to start a same lesson that you just left. You should be able to pinpoint that. You should be able to pinpoint it and know when to back up. Because I notice a lot of people don't know and they don't realize that they're about to start another karmic. And let me tell you something. When you leave a relationship, and then you start a new one and it's another lesson, just know that one's going to be worse, or it's going to feel worse. You got to understand red flags and know when to back up. And these people that you meet in the new relationship, they'll usually verbalize the red flag, because these are soul contracts, and their action will kind of tell you, hey, look, this is a red flag, I'm about to take you to another lesson. Or it's something they say, you know. I'm gonna just give you a few red flags. If you start a relationship with someone and all they're doing is complaining about what went wrong in their past relationship, you need to back the bleep up. Back up. If every conversation is, oh, they did this to me and that, and I will never go through that again, and this is that, and this and that, you are about to be, for that person, the same thing their ex was. Just know that. They're projecting their past relationship on you, especially if you sit there and listen to it and agree with them. Just know that you are going to become exactly what their ex was to them again. So if that dynamic happens and you sit there and support the conversation, just know you're in another karmic cycle, okay? Now, if that happens and you tell the person, hey, look, it happened, you should learn from it, and then you move on to the next conversation and they're okay with moving on to the next conversation, okay, that's actually a good thing. But if they're still wanting to talk about it, well, this and that, and well, this, and they did this, how am I supposed to, take this, is this not, what would you do if that happened, this, oh my God, please tell this person goodbye, have a good life. That is a red flag. That person will drain you, and you will become to them exactly what the other person, because if you can sit there and take that, that means it's within you. So if you're talking to someone, let's just say you are the one that's complaining about your ex, and that person can sit there and support you and say, yeah, they're wrong for doing that to you. They should have never did that to you, and this and that. And they'll listen to you and your stories and this and that. Just know the fact that the person can listen to that, it's within them. So eventually you're going to find yourself replaying the same experience. Both of you are reflecting on each other. Okay, somebody needs to be the one to be like, oh no, we're not going to keep talking about exes. Let's talk about the future. Okay, that's a red flag. Those are red flags. You got to know when you're about to start a new cycle. Because essentially what's going to happen is you will be in a third-party relationship, because a third party is when another energy is intercepted into your relationship. It's not, even if the person is divorced and final and they'll never go back to the other person, they still have emotions about that person. If they still have strong emotions about that person, that person is still in an emotional relationship with the other person. They're still not over it. That person still needs to heal. They are not ready for a relationship. You got to be able to detect that, and you got to know when to back up. Okay, I'm going to leave that there because I wanted to go into other red flags, but maybe in another reading we can talk about other red flags. But that's a big one, okay? So awakening. A lot of people are going through awakenings. Good. Six of Fire is going to be a successful awakening for those of you who are listening to this. Certain people are led to my messages. If you're led to the message, that means it's within you. So there's a potential for this awakening to be a success here. You got a 6 of Fire. It says victory. Good news is on the way. That's what it says. So, okay. This is good. I just did one of the last half of November readings. It was a good reading. They're actually really good readings. The messages are positive. The ones that I did so far are love related. So, just FYI on that. But what's happening is I see that people are getting the lessons. So this is appropriate. Six of Fire. After an awakening. If you ain't gone through an awakening yet, the spiritual growth happens through an awakening, basically. That's where the spiritual growth occurs, through an awakening. And awakenings are not easy. Awakenings are not easy at all. But I see a success here. Knight of Air. Things are about to happen fast. You're going to, okay, events that occur with great speed. That's what it says. Things are about to happen fast for you all. For those who are doing things, this is not, none of my messages, even if I don't say this, none of my messages are for people who are not doing anything. If all you're doing is hoping and praying and wishing and all that, nothing's happening for you. My messages will not resonate for those who are not doing something, who's not actively doing something. So for those of you who went through the awakening, understood what the awakening was about, got the lesson, you're going to start seeing a victory. Things are about to start happening fast. We play a part in our life. We play a part in our life, guys. Other people are not the one that drives our lives. Other people are not the one that drive your life. So if you're waiting for something to happen because you're waiting for someone to do it, you're probably not going to resonate with this message. Because that's not how this works. So if something didn't work out with someone, move on. If you don't plan to reach out to them, move on. If you move on, you'll get this victory and then you'll see things happen at a fast speed. But if you're sitting there waiting for someone to contact you, this is not for you. It's not. It's just not, because you have the ability to kind of bring into your life what you want. Okay? So I do see things about to start happening fast for those who are active in their life here. Ace of Fire. Yeah, there's good things coming in here. Wow. Good news. It's coming in. A lot of you have a really good opportunity coming in here. A really good opportunity. The Ace of Fire. This is like career advancement, your business doing well. This is the spark of inspiration being given to you by the universe so that you can start whatever project it is. You're going to be victorious in that. Okay then, Queen of Fire. See, there's a lot of action here. And that's why I say that. If you're not doing something, don't expect it. The Queen of Fire is, and she's very popular in these dailies. If you've been watching the dailies, you see the Queen of Fire. She shows up a lot. It says stretch your wing and fly. There's, she has that energy where she just goes for what she wants. She creates. Okay, fire is you manifest with it, you transform with it, you create. So this is like about going for it, being confident, not underestimating yourself, okay? Being independent. A lot of you are working on some kind of business venture. I see all your energy and effort being put into that. That's what brings this victory as well. Putting your energy into something that you see the results in. You can't lose. You can't lose. You have the Hermit here. You have the Hermit. This is about working on yourself, spending time doing that self-reflection. For a lot of, that's like not involving yourself with all the craziness around you. Just being able to focus on your goals, what you want, seeing your fault in things, seeing the role you played in things. Okay? It says spend time in quiet meditation. Meditation is important. If you're afraid to be alone, if you can't sit in silence with your own thoughts, you got to think about that. If you always need a TV on, if you always need to have the radio on, you always need to have some kind of sound in the background, you need to really think about that. You really need to think about that. You need to learn to quiet your mind. You need to be okay with silence. If you're uncomfortable with nothingness, you got to think about that. That's like saying you're not comfortable with yourself. Okay, I'm not going to say anything more about that. But okay, so this is good. This is good. I see things happening here. I know you see all this red, okay? See things happening quickly. Knight of Fire, quickly. Quickly. After doing that work on self here, after doing that work on self, you know, a lot of you just went through an awakening. Be grateful for that. It's really, really good. Be grateful for that. I just got these new cards, and I just was pulling them on the last half of November readings. These messages are awesome. It's the Whispers of Love deck here, and these messages, I don't know, they kind of hit a different place. I don't know if they're relevant, but I want to use them. Just let's see what comes out, okay? Because I love these messages. They're so, it's like it really touches you in a different place, okay? It really does. It just feels so deep, okay? So I'm going to pull some of these. If it doesn't, like, if it's not relevant to the message, I'll probably pull an energy oracle card, okay? But I just want to see what comes out, because I feel like they were really strong messages. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna pull from the top because these don't fall out. They're too big to be falling out. All right, so let's see what the message is. Actions speak loudly. I told you. I love these cards. It says, express your love through actions. There's something you need to be doing. Listen, guys, this is a very strong message. Actions speak loudly. So again, if you're waiting for someone, if you are waiting for someone, you're basically saying you're powerless in your life, especially if it's love related. It's saying express your love through actions, guys. That's the message. That's the message. And I'm going to leave it there, okay? All right. So, I hope that this was helpful. All right. I want to thank you guys for watching. Yeah, so the last half of November will be up soon. Hopefully this weekend, I'm not sure. And, yeah, that's it. That's what I got for you. That's what I have. All right, so have a good weekend, and I will see you all on Monday.